gosh, I feel like a princess today. Susan Kiker. We've had beautiful women here, excuse me, all week long. Then we have a beautiful woman. You walk in and you bring this wonderful thing, but it's not for us. It's for the hospital.
It's for the hospital, exactly.
Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, I'm going to save that for your next guest.
When they come? Okay.
David Sanders, our CEO, and Julia Barnett.
Gosh, it's heavy.
Yes,
oh, my Lord. Wow. Wow.
We're very proud of this award.
Okay.
It's nationwide patient experience in the hospitals, but I won't say anything else. I'll let them.
We're going to let them talk.
I'm going to let them talk.
Well, we've got to do something. I had hoped today y'all would see the new opening, but maybe tomorrow, because the new opening features a group of us, some wonderful people who gather at the Yellow Jacket to celebrate life, to celebrate each other, to celebrate our health. And we were celebrating a birthday a while back, and it happened to be Mary Anderson's. Yesterday was Mary Anderson's birthday, and we want to say a very, very happy birthday to Grady's better half.
Yes.
And she is a beautiful, beautiful lady who is battling cancer and doing very well. She has had a lot of pain issues. She's had a lot of these issues. She's had a lot of those issues, but she is still positive, pumped up, and determined.
Very strong lady.
Very strong lady. Very strong lady. So to Mary Anderson, happy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And the next time we come on the air, we hope the new opening will be there. And also to my friend Teddy Duncan. Now, a lot of people know you and get to know you. Some people really know you. Teddy really knows me. We have been friends a long, long time. He knows the down and dirty. He knows the hard times. He knows the good times. He knows it all, and we've remained friends a long, long time. He is precious. He is a great dad. He's a great husband. He is a great community leader. He's just a good, good guy. So to my friend, Teddy Duncan, that I've known, gosh, since I was 18 years old. Oh, my Lord. Anyway, happy, happy birthday to him, and have a great day today. He's a good guy. There are a lot of good guys out there. Now, you're sitting in a seat that most of the time is filled on Thursday once a month with another Kiker, a Paul Kiker, who gives advice on money. Well, oh gosh, boy. You know, it's up, it's down, it's in and out. You're trying to save, you're trying to pay your bills, you're trying to pay your taxes. It's been some tough, tough times. But during tough times, a lot of people have stepped up to the plate and continued to give. And you're involved in an event, the Healthy Woman. This year, you had enough sponsors. You had tables were full. It was a great turnout.
Awesome.
We were worried because the economy has been, you know, faltering a little bit. Yeah. But it didn't. And the caliber of guests you had this year, I loved her.
She was
my God.
awesome.
I loved her. I wanted to adopt her. I wanted to take her home. I wanted to talk to her all day long. I loved her. She is so funny. And she is so together with it, and the deal is done. I mean, she is just like, this is what I want you to do, and you're going to do it.
Exactly.
And you wake up the next morning and you go, oh, now what did she say?
Good morning, gorgeous.
Good morning, gorgeous. That's what she says. And she was so positive. And I said, you know, we all need to hear something positive every once in a while.
Especially in these days and
Absolutely.
times. It's sometimes hard to see the positive, but it's always out there.
It is.
Sometimes you just need a little boost.
Absolutely.
And she was definitely that.
She was a boost.
Yes.
I hope she'll get to come back and visit. She said she's coming back to Georgia in November to do something, and I hope she'll get to come and be with us. But she was a hoot. I loved her. Now let's talk about something positive in your life. Your mom and dad?
Great.
Good. Good.
Daddy will have his 85th birthday in December.
Cool.
They had a large garden this summer. Mother canned over 72 quarts of beans.
Oh, wow.
So she turned 81 in September, and they're still doing pretty good.
And they live in the house that you grew up in?
That I grew up in.
Okay.
Exactly.
And tell folks where you're from.
McCaysville.
Downtown
on the river,
downtown
a river rat.
McCaysville.
Yeah, downtown McCaysville.
Yeah.
A river rat.
Yeah, and you can actually walk to everything in that area, can't
Exactly.
you? Yeah. It is the coolest place, y'all. If you haven't visited there, I'm going to recommend a staycation in McCaysville, Copper Hill. Don't just go for the day, and don't just ride the train and do the little 1-hour gig. Don't do it. Go and do the whole thing. Stay on a Friday night, a Saturday night, and get to know the nice folks. And if you stay over Saturday night, I guarantee you one of the local churches will invite you to church.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
More than one invitation.
More than one, and a lot of them will be having dinner on the ground, and there'll be some good food.
Good. Yes, good food.
Definitely,
Sure.
definitely. McCaysville is an area that is shining right now because the leaves are pretty and just a beautiful, beautiful time.
And
so
always go into Ducktown with the Mine Museum.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
they're having a pumpkin fest where you
Okay.
can go and buy pumpkins, and you know, there's
At the Hoist House?
yes.
Yes, yeah, yeah. And if you haven't visited the Hoist House, if you're visiting our area and you want some great photography, this old building is the coolest backdrop for any kind of a family photo or a couple possibly getting engaged. It is just a beautiful place to
It
take.
is.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. So we want to invite you. Put Ducktown on your list of things to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a must see.
All right, everybody knows that you work at the hospital, but do you think people really know what your job is? Have we ever asked you exactly what do you do on there every day?
Public relations, and
Okay.
it entails a variety of duties. Of course, my favorite is getting out and, you know, getting to talk to people, but also, you know, marketing the hospital services, all that we do. I don't think people in the area are aware of what excellent services that we do offer at the hospital. And people that come after they've you know, been an outpatient or been in the hospital, they can't speak enough about how great the nurses were, all of the people, the physicians, and that's part of
Why this happened.
why this happened. And you know, lots of times people have to experience something to actually understand and know, you know, what a good facility we have. It's like Mr. Sanders says. He said, you know, we're not going to ever be the biggest hospital or do all operations, but what we we do it
excel in
best.
it, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, do you have a lot of local jobs available? I mean, how many people does the hospital employ?
There's around 285, but that's full-time, part-time, and PRN. So it is one of the largest employers in the county.
And that's very,
in the
very
area.
important.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Now, what positions on a daily basis would you be looking at? What is something that if you're getting out of school and you're saying, what can I do that I can get a job at Fannin Regional? What's something that there's always a need for?
Well, of course, nurses.
Right.
You know, RNs. Nurses are in big demand. We have very little turnover at the hospital, which
Somebody has to die to leave. I mean, that's sad.
Which once again speaks very highly of
That's
the
right.
hospital
That's
and
right.
the management
Yeah.
team. You know, everybody's happy. There's you know, employee satisfaction surveys, and ours is ranked the highest in the corporation.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
you know, that speaks volumes.
Okay, every time you go to a hospital, the cafeteria gets a bad rap. Does your hospital have good food?
Yes, it
Yes.
does. It does.
See,
I mean,
that is so cool because I know one of our other hospitals has good food and people go there for lunch because it has good food.
We have people that come to the hospital for breakfast and for lunch, and lots of times
that speaks highly. Yeah.
Sunday after church, they
my
come to the
gosh.
hospital for their
Honey,
Sunday.
do you want to go out to lunch? Yeah, let's run over to the hospital.
The food is just
That's incredible.
Awesome. Yeah, like I said, you know, our staff in every department, they're outstanding.
And I understand too that it's not, you know, not a big high price. I mean, that's the
No.
other deal. You know, the deal is it's good food for a good price. So.
And people also come by and get their Starbucks coffee. We serve Starbucks coffee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, who's responsible? Do you have a head dietitian?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
She's a registered dietitian,
Okay.
and she's responsible, you know, for the menus, the planning, and she also does classes for
Diabetes?
Yes.
Okay.
She does. She can
So
help
if folks,
anyone.
now one of the things we haven't touched on monthly, you have an opportunity to share with folks through the Healthy Woman.
Correct.
And do you plan those events?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do you decide what is the next event going to be about?
Well, lots of times it's for the month, what health.
Heart Healthy Month
Heart health,
or
like tonight.
breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
Right.
That's our topic tonight. Doctors Harris and Denton are going to be speaking at our
Okay.
Healthy Woman event at 5:30 about breast cancer.
How can we encourage people to get involved in the Healthy Woman event? Because it is it's something that is regular and it's something that affects all women.
Well, and once they come, they come back again and again and again because all the topics are of interest to the ladies, and you know, the women are they make 80% of the health decisions in the family, and lots of times the women don't take care of themselves, they're worried about their family.
Right.
And so if they can just come and listen to some, just like breast cancer, make them aware of the need for a mammogram.
Right.
That means they'll stay around for their family. They'll be around, if the early diagnosis.
One of the things, I'm going to make a suggestion, you do an event 1 month about men's health, because men don't listen sometimes.
No, they do
and
not.
we know that prostate cancer can be caught early, and 99% of the time, good things happen when you catch that early.
Right.
But guys don't, they're like, oh, I'll do it later, or oh, I'll check it out later, or oh, but there are tests that men need to have done, and the woman can encourage that. So if she comes to the hospital and learns, okay, I'm approaching 50, my husband is approaching 50, what do I need, and what does he need, and what do we need to check up for him? Because guys, I don't see men going.
They're not participators.
No, they're not, and we have to keep them on track. So,
well, we also have the senior circle. It's when you say senior, people always think 65 or older. That's for people 55 and older, and we have lunch and learns twice a month with the doctor in our senior circle conference room. They sign up, they come and have a free lunch, and they get to hear doctor talk about topics, and which, prostate was one of the topics a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
So, we have both of those groups. They're just outstanding.
now, doctors. I've had a couple of your doctors on and loved them and love the idea that they choose to come here. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't you choose to come here? Do you know how cool this place is? Do you know how nice it is to leave the Buckhead traffic and come to Fannin County traffic zero?
They realize it.
They realize that, don't they? Now, do some of the doctors end up getting second homes up here because they really do love the area?
Well, most of the doctors live here. They choose to live here because, like you said, it's just an exceptional place. I mean, it's beautiful. The people are nice and friendly, and they live here.
That's awesome.
They live in our area.
That's awesome.
And that way they take part in the community, and so that makes they live and work here.
Well, we're going to talk in a minute with the boss, who may be responsible. Gosh, Susan, that's heavy. That could knock somebody out and hurt them really bad.
Most
that could
definitely.
really hurt. And when did you get this award?
We were notified in, let's see, it was in September of the award.
Okay.
And we're just very, very proud.
Really neat. Okay, well, when we come back, we're going to take care of our sponsors, because that's what we do. Without the sponsors, we wouldn't be here. Think about that. If you haven't gotten a commercial here, you need one. And I talked to a young lady yesterday who works physical therapy down in Pickens County, and I said, listen, Diane, you need to get a commercial. And I want to say good morning to some ladies over at CBT. It's a truck brokerage over in Gainesville, Oakwood area. And busy ladies doing a really, really good job in a very stressful way to make a living, because trucking is one of those. Sometimes it gets your ticker out of whack because it's really stressful. So good morning to all you truck brokers out there. We're going to take a break now. We're going to our sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to talk to the head honcho, the boss, the big cheese. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it when we come back in just a minute. We're back. Okay, we're talking beauty queens. Yes, this week has been a week of beautiful, and now we have a beautiful Julia. Susan, introduce your guest.
Okay, our guest is Mr. David Sanders, CEO at Fannin Regional, and Julia Barnett. She's our Chief Nursing Officer.
Who used to be homecoming queen at...
Oh, my.
Where would you go to school?
Union County High School.
Union County, and your daughter was just homecoming queen?
Yes, ma'am.
How cool is that? How cool is that?
Family tradition.
Do you have a picture that y'all can compare now?
Oh, we do.
That is so neat. That is so neat. Okay, tell me a little bit about this award, because Susan's really, really proud of this.
Okay, we'd love to. This is the Health Grades Patient Experience Award. We were awarded this a couple of months ago. And what this award is Health Grades is a national organization that gives quality awards for different things, one of them being patient experience. And patient experience involves the criteria of patient satisfaction, their experience, HCAP scores, of a more objective criteria of measuring how well the outcomes were and how well people enjoyed their experience in the hospital.
I love that word, enjoyed your experience in the hospital.
And I think that, no one, like
well as
going
you
to a
can.
resort, no one wants to go to a hospital.
How'd you enjoy that stay? Oh, I loved it.
You know, don't necessarily want to go back there, but if I have to. So, but I think what is unique about this is that Health Grades is a national organization. They rank these objective quality profiles on hospitals throughout the entire country. So there are over 4,000 hospitals in the country, and we
And
were
out of
selected.
4,000.
Out of 4,000, they selected around 300 that received this award, and we were one of those 300. So it's ranked in the top 10% of patient satisfaction, patient experience.
That's awesome.
So again, and I think that's very indicative of the quality of the team that we have at Fannin Regional Hospital. I'm very proud to work with Julia Barnett. Julia is our Chief Nursing Officer, and certainly one of her responsibilities, among other, is to help shape the culture of the patient experience, and she oversees most of the clinical departments and everything, but she helps oversee that process, and we're just real pleased with her and the job that she does in helping to create that experience.
I think a nurse truly can make or break your hospital stay. I mean, that's true. And I know when we were at downtown Atlanta a long time ago, some things were happening, and we had one gentleman, he was a nurse who came in the middle of the night, and he was funny, and he would break I mean, we're in a dying situation, but he was funny, and he was kind, and he was, and he loved, I would have to lay on this little piece of crap cot, and I couldn't get up and down off of it, and so he would always leave the light on to make me have to get up and go turn it off, and we laughed about it and said, Oscar, you just do that so you can watch me get up off this cruddy cot, don't you? You know, and he laughed. But sometimes that nurse is the one familiar face you see every day, and she'll come in with a smile, and that means so much.
It does.
Now, do you have nurses who nurse because they care?
Absolutely. We have such a compassionate, caring team, and as Susan had mentioned earlier, a lot of longevity there too. A lot of our nurses have been there for a long time. They're part of the community, so they care about the folks in the community that are coming in, that they are actually hands-on caring for, and their families. Their families are just as important, taking care of them. So I would say absolutely.
Cherie,
Very
my
blessed.
dad was in the hospital. He went to the emergency department back in July, and I experienced it from a patient's family perspective, not just as an employee. And I mean, everyone, from housekeeping up the nurses, the doctors, they were just, I mean, it was just service, it was just unexpected how good they were. Every time they came in, they introduced themselves, told what they did, and that's a comfort, because you've been in some places where people just walk in and out of the room. You don't know who they are, or should they be there, or what.
Right.
But they'd always come in and introduce themselves, say, I'm from housekeeping, I'm your nurse, I'm going to be, and it was that way every time one of them came in. Dr. Jones was his hospitalist, and he just got down, on his knees, because my dad was laying in the bed, and talked to him, and that just meant so much to us. So I can speak from a personal experience of how great the staff is.
And 95% of the time when you go in the hospital, you're scared. You're either scared of surgery, scared of the outcome, scared of not knowing. You're scared. So to have somebody calm your fears means a lot.
Absolutely.
Means a lot.
It's our job to decrease anxiety.
And there is a lot of that going on. Now, in this world of stress and all the things that are happening, how do nurses calm themselves? Because I've always thought that has to be the hardest job to take home, because if you have a patient that you develop a great relationship with and they don't make it, or if you have a child that's battling cancer and you take that home, how does a nurse kind of decompress what's happening with her?
You couldn't have said it better. It's so difficult. It's not an easy job, and I've experienced it personally. I've watched our nurses cry along with patients and family members in difficult situations, and just pour their hearts out. I think that we rely on each other a lot. We have, in very difficult situations, we have had kind of a decompression meetings after it's a traumatic event that's maybe there's been a pediatric death. That's always horrible.
I can think of an event that y'all had to deal with. and it was a horrific night, a horrific car crash. And I know that y'all had to deal with that. And I thought about the nurses for
Oh,
weeks
yes.
because I thought that whole family was, you know, and I thought about the nurses, and I thought, how do you handle that? I don't have what it would take, and I know that, you know. So it has to take a very, very special person
Absolutely.
to walk in and be able to then comfort the mom, comfort the dad. I don't know how you do it.
I think most of them have a strong faith that they rely on, which is so important, and again, each other. We do have employee assistance programs that if you know, if it's that bad, if they need help outside of what we can offer, we have that available for our employees as well.
Now, do you have a chaplain at the hospital?
We always have a chaplain on call. There's not
Okay.
always one in the hospital, but there's always someone that we can call on.
Okay,
And
that's
we
very
do,
important
and we do
too,
use
isn't
that,
it?
yes, and we appreciate those folks that volunteer to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Now, how long have you been in nursing?
I have been a nurse for 22 years,
Okay.
and I've been at Fannin Regional for 12 years.
And you
so I
chose to
love
be a
it.
nurse because?
I chose, it was actually a calling from God. I was a senior in high school and really didn't know what I was going to be. And I ended up with a full scholarship to a nursing program at LaGrange College and wouldn't change it for anything. I love being a nurse.
Awesome. Have you ever worked in the operating room?
I have worked some in pre-op and recovery, not actually in the OR. Most
It's
of my experience is in critical care. So
Yeah, I think the recovery thing is cool because those women have the kindest nature. You know, they just,
They do.
you know, they're just, number one, you're glad you woke up. You're really glad you woke up. And number two, to see a smiling face, you know,
Yeah.
it does make a difference,
It
doesn't it?
does.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say that Julia, just as a leader, she sets such a positive example for her nurse managers, and if there's anyone that truly does walk the talk, it's Julia. She just, you know, really sets a
appreciate that.
great example in the compassion and everything that they have is just remarkable. I've been at 4 different hospitals, and I don't know that I've ever seen it as strong as I have here. And again, I think it starts at the top with Julia.
Right.
So I think she's just done a fantastic
Do you
job.
meet with your staff and discuss issues going on with them if they have concerns, if they have cares?
absolutely, we have on a number of ways individually. I like to know what's going on with all the nurses individually. So, and we have staff meetings, we have town hall meetings, we have, you know, lots of opportunity. And I have an open door. You can ask Mr. Sanders that they patiently wade through the line at the door. So,
Now, have you been involved in any of the Healthy Women events?
absolutely, I actually serve on the council.
Okay.
Great organization, yeah.
That, it amazes me at how everybody looks so forward to that. And we just
Yeah.
can't wait to see who the
Exciting.
speaker is. And we want you to bring this one back this year and next year. Just go ahead and do a rerun. We'll be fine with that. We'll be fine with that because everybody's looking for a positive something. And that night, we know the meal's going to be great. We know the speaker's going to be great. But just to get to dress up and hang out with beautiful women. And I met some new women there this year. And it's just a nice place to develop a relationship. But getting to be a part of that's got to be special to you.
Absolutely, I love, and I've been involved on the council for several years now. So, and it's been very, very rewarding.
Now, who came up with the idea to do the Healthy Woman event?
Well, Healthy Woman is from corporate. Mr.
Okay.
Wayne Smith, he believes strongly in community programs. That's why we have such support, you know, Healthy Woman and Senior Circle.
Right.
Sarah Waterhouse, she started it, let's see, we just observed our 5th, like 6 years ago.
Okay.
But it's a program that's sponsored by corporate, and it's just grown. I mean,
People are always talking about it.
Yes,
You know,
it's,
oh, can't wait to go back. You know, oh, yeah, me too, me too.
I know.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
remember when it was at Church of God in McKaysville.
Yes.
too.
Yeah, we went there first or second time. Yeah, yeah. And it's grown and grown and grown.
and grown
moved,
and
yeah.
grown, and you know, like you said, with the economy being like it is, we had over 300 attendees this year.
It was awesome.
And yeah, I think like you said, everyone knows that the speaker's going to be
Awesome.
outstanding. The dinner is going to be great. You know, the door prizes are, you know, it's just
Desserts
a
were to die
positive.
for. Not that I would eat any sugar. Those desserts. Oh yeah, they were awesome. They were awesome. Well, it is great that you excel at what you do. It is great that you're available to the community, and the community needs to get to know now. Have we just done a commercial with y'all yet? got a commercial going
We're
on?
in the works.
In the works
In the
right now.
works.
Okay, all right, well, we
We're
have
excited.
we have some new folks here working on our commercials, and it will
Okay.
be top quality. You will be
Okay.
so impressed with it, and you will see people coming in your door who will say, I saw you on ETC. So it's our way of giving back and you giving back too. So it works well for both of us.
And we've got a number of things that we feel like would be good, and I think we had shared with you last time, you know, the opportunity for us to talk about these, bring and introduce new physicians.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And everything.
And people
so.
like to know, oh, do I have to drive to Buckhead to see a doctor or a specialist? No. And you're bringing in some of the top ranked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a new orthopedist.
And Cherie, if I could also say, in addition to us receiving this Patient Experience Award, we also, by Health Grades, received an award for our joint replacement program, and we were ranked as one of the top 10 joint replacement hospitals in the state of Georgia.
Knees, hips, those kind of things.
Knees and hips.
Wow.
And Dr. Newley, who's been in the community for a number of years,
Wasn't he on the
has just.
show? Has he been on, or did I
Not
meet
that
him? I met
you've
him
probably
somewhere.
met.
Okay.
But what I think we would like to do is Dr. Newley, and in addition to Dr. Newley, we've just recruited a orthopedic sports medicine physician, Dr. DeRucci, who finished his fellowship with Dr. Lemack in Birmingham in Dr. Lemack's sports medicine program, and that's one of the best sports medicine programs in the country. But at one of your upcoming shows, we'd really like to get the two of them here and talk about orthopedics and talk about our program and kind of where we're going with that too.
And if you get a knee replaced, you don't want to have to travel to Atlanta.
No.
And
You
don't
just,
have
it's
to.
just a
have
given.
to.
We don't want to do that.
You really don't. And,
It's
and
not
again,
necessary.
I think Dr. Newley is just outstanding, and he's nationally recognized. And like I said too, we were ranked this past year 8th in the state as a joint replacement hospital. And who would have thought Fannin,
Oh, yeah.
of all of the hospitals that do joint replacements, would have been ranked number 8.
That's awesome.
But we're just really excited about that. And I would maybe finalize with one comment about this award. The Patient Experience Award is a team effort, and that team effort is made up of our physicians, it's made up of our nurses, of our other clinicians, it's made up of the support team. So I don't know that there's an area of our operation that doesn't go into the overall culmination of achieving this. And I think we're just very fortunate that the team working together can achieve this. But it truly is indicative of the culture of the organization and the patient experience. So
Now, right now, are there any jobs available at the hospital?
we do have a number of positions available,
Okay.
and Julia can probably talk to some.
I need a
dealing
nurse
with
in the
nursing.
OR. I need,
Okay.
we need a physical therapist.
Okay.
So those are two of my highest priority. Another sleep lab tech. We are looking to hire another sleep lab
Okay,
tech.
so there's 3 positions right there. Okay. Okay, what about janitorial services or in the cafeteria? Do you have-
CNAs too, nursing assistants.
Okay. Okay.
Looking to hire a couple of those.
Okay, so there you go.
And one thing I would say too is we continue to add new physicians, and we have added 6 new physicians this past year. As the board and medical executive committee just completed this past weekend our strategic planning retreat for the year. And part of that process is to look at services, look at specialties, look at things that the hospital can do to continue to grow. So over the course of the next few weeks, we'll be finalizing our plan for 2012. And as a part of that, we will recruit and bring in other specialists, other physicians that will continue to grow our program. So just a great team effort. We're fortunate too to have a great board and a great medical staff.
And I think the cool thing is you listen to the community, because we have all said we don't want to go down the road. We want to be taken care of at home, and I think that's so important that you do listen to that, whether it be the specialist or the nurses who can come in and comfort somebody during a traumatic time. You know, it does make a difference, because none of us want to travel down the road. That's just,
And I think what we are finding too is oftentimes if you don't have the service available, people will go.
Oh, yeah.
So part of our job is to identify the shortcomings, identify the needs, and make sure that we do have the specialists that live here. And while we are very fortunate to have certain specialists that will come up from Atlanta for a day or 2 a week, ideally, we would rather have somebody living here full-time, that's part of the community, that's got roots in the community. And so as we continue to grow, that will be our focus. Our focus will be trying to get those physicians that truly do want this to be their full-time place of residence, not necessarily just
Right.
once or twice a week.
Well, we have an edge. All you have to do is get them in a car and take them to Lake Blue
it's-
Ridge
it's
and show
beautiful.
them about 3 houses, and immediately they're hooked.
You're absolutely
It's a done deal.
Definitely.
It's a done deal. And they go home and say, honey, pack the kids, pack the dog.
We're moving.
We're moving to the North Georgia mountains.
That worked
So-
for me,
Yeah.
and for probably all of us here.
I can say it would. Well, thank you so very, very much, and
Thank
thank
you
you for
for
this.
having
And I
us.
look forward to seeing the commercial. I can't wait. I know our team
We're
will do a
excited.
great job with it. And it is one of those things, it tells people what you have and what's available, and people might not know it. I wouldn't have thought about a knee replacement locally, but there you go. There you go.
Thank
All
you.
right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about a very unusual wedding in Pickens County. And no, it is not mine. It is a very unusual wedding, and it is going to be a little on the interesting side, and it's almost a sellout, and that's a really good thing because it's one more time our community raising money for something that really matters. We'll be back in just a second. This is so much fun. If I can get all my hair in the shot. I'm losing my hair, but I've been taking these vitamins and blue my hair's growing. I am welcoming 2 very special ladies who are going to be working super hard. You have been working hard to do. Tell us about this event, Joan.
Okay, we are having the Marble Hill OES, Order of the Eastern Star, is presenting Matrimonial Mayhem, and Matrimonial Mayhem is exactly what it says. It's a lot of mayhem and a lot of fun. We've got all kind of people in the cast. We've got businessmen. We've got people in the Eastern Star. We've got Masons from all over the state of Georgia, and it's something that we hope that you can come and enjoy with us. We need the money because at Marble Hill, the Marble Hill Lodge had 3 air conditioners, and 2 of those were stolen at the time the thieves were coming through and taking from the churches and stuff. And we're trying to make up money to replace those. And this is going to be held Saturday, October the 29th at 6 o'clock at the Chamber Building in Jasper.
And it is going to be steak dinner and the show for $15.
It is.
Okay, you can't go out and eat and have a steak and a nice meal and a movie or anything else for $15.
No.
So that's pretty cool.
It
That is
is.
pretty cool. Now, can we tell people a little bit about this wedding that's going to happen? Because it's not exactly a normal wedding.
No, it's not a normal wedding.
Where all the fiasco and the mother of the bride's an idiot and the bride screams and cusses.
Right.
No, it's not one of those. Is it?
They'll probably be screaming going on, but just to name a little bit of the cast, the bride is going to be Rob Jones, who is Pickens County Commissioner. And Kevin Roper will be the matron of honor. Luke Wigginton is going to be a bride.
Oh my gosh.
Thomas Holloman from Jasper Banking Company, he's going to be the flower girl.
I could see he loves to dress
Oh,
up.
he does.
Yeah, and he'll be good at it.
And Derek Corneliuson is going to be Melody Keys. And Dr. Nathan Chapman, chiropractor there in Jasper, he's going to be one of the bridesmaids. And Jerry Walker, some of you might know him.
Jerky?
Jerky. This couple has already had a child, and it's Jerky. And he's going to be Baby Ruth. Donnie Craig, the sheriff, he's going to be a nun.
Oh, I can see that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we have people in the Order of the Eastern Star who is in a couple of years, well, next year really, in June, will be over the whole state. They will be like the worthy grand matron, Janine Ganote, is going to be the best man.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Tommy Rollins, who will be the worthy grand patron, he's going to be the jilted girlfriend.
Oh, no.
So he will have something to say that will
I bet he will.
tickle your funny bones, probably.
Yeah. Now, who came up with this idea?
Mary Jo Brown who works for Amicable Electric.
Right.
And is a member of the Order of the Eastern Star. She wrote this script. And she's done a fabulous job, as you can see whenever you come.
I cannot see Jerky as Baby Ruth. Now, I'm sorry. I'm just having a real hard time
We're
focusing on
going
that.
to be moving him around in a wagon
Oh,
that
okay.
night.
Okay.
So he'll have a little pink outfit on or blue outfit on with a pink
And if
blanket.
y'all
or
have ever
something.
been arrested by Jerky, you know he's a big boy.
He is, that he is.
And that night he's going to be a little girl.
He's going to be a little girl. And we've got people that can't actually, their bosses would not let them come in costume, but they have agreed to serve for us.
Okay.
And that's Rodney Gibson
Okay.
and Joe Hendrix.
Would Amadale not let him come in costume?
Not this time.
Oh, how funny.
But Joe Hendrix, the
District attorney.
district attorney, he's going to help us also.
Okay.
And Alan Wigginton, he's going to be doing lots. I think he's going to have to help us with the cooking and so forth.
Okay, they get a steak and what else for their meal?
They get a ribeye steak, you get a salad, baked potato, a yeast roll, and then after the wedding, you will get to come through the receiving line and meet this wonderful wedding cast. The wedding party will be lined up so that you can talk to all of them. And then you'll have the reception with wedding cake and punch.
Neat. How neat.
I think
Now, how did Mary Jo come up with this? She's so very quiet and very reserved, and I just cannot imagine her doing this script.
Well, she's quiet like that, but you don't know what's working in
better
her
watch
head.
her.
Because if you have ever been to Marble Hill Baptist Church to their play at Christmas time, she writes those plays. And they will make you appreciate knowing Mary Jo Brown.
Wow.
They're
Wow.
absolutely
And we
wonderful.
can tell folks who might not know, she also has a twin, and they sing together and have sung in the
Yes.
community for how many years?
Oh, well, they're close to 40, so they've been around for a while.
Wow. Oh, wow.
But she and Jim did used to sing. Their mother is Louise Brown, and she's going to be the director of this. So,
Okay, how did she drag you into this?
Well, she's good at dragging me into things.
She is. She is. What is your part in this, and what are you going to do?
I will be working in the kitchen,
Okay.
helping fix the salads and getting
Right.
everything ready for everybody.
Yeah, and it takes a big effort to pull this off.
it will. Some of their members, I told them to start with, I said, you can't be in this. You've got to work this. You can't be it.
Right.
But Sandra Haynes here is the worthy matron of Marble Hill chapter. So she and Nolan are a big help to Marble Hill.
And it's important that this works for y'all, because
Yes.
you do have to
Yes.
replace these air
Yes.
conditioning units.
And-
What's the value of what was stolen?
I'm thinking it was about $12,000,
Wow.
something like that.
Wow.
The insurance company did pay some, but the insurance company did not pay all of it. Definitely did not
Isn't
pay
that
all of it.
ridiculous?
It is. It's sad to think.
Wow, to steal from churches, and that's just crazy.
Right.
It's just crazy.
And some of the monies that we'll be raising for this will go to help with our needy that we help at Christmas and so forth, because the Order of the Eastern Star, that they are a benevolent organization. And that's what we're out there for, is just to help people
Right.
in our community.
Right.
I mean, we like the socializing and stuff that we...
Y'all
are
like to
able-
dress up. Now, I know y'all like to dress up. I do know that about y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
one closet has your formals in it,
That's right. That's right.
that type of thing.
That's right.
But
That's
we
right.
do like to dress up. And
Who is the oldest member of Marble Hill right now?
Ruth Satterfield,
Ruth
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how old is she?
She's in her late 80s.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
exactly her age. But
And it's been
she's-
an important part of her life, all her life. hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Doris Fouts, I know she's close to 90. If she's not, I don't know that her exact age. She's one of the charter members, I think, of
That's incredible.
that's still
isn't it?
living.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Okay. Now, this is going to be at the Pickens County Chamber of Commerce, and the problem being you've almost sold out of tickets.
Right.
So if folks want to get a ticket, can we give them these two phone numbers so they can order
They
tickets?
can give them give them my number,
Okay.
770-893-2673.
Okay.
But you need to be sure and call me by tomorrow
Right.
because I'm picking up all of our tickets tomorrow.
And Jasper Drugstore and Maxine Moore also have
They
tickets.
still have tickets.
Okay, they still have tickets, but it's very limited right now because
It
you've
is.
already sold about 150.
60.
160. So maybe 10 or 20 tickets to go?
Yeah.
All right, so y'all call, get your tickets, go by Maxine Moore's and say hey to Maxine, and also Jasper Drugstore. So,
Right.
you know, it is the community giving back. I can see this being a lot of fun. Are you going to be able to film this?
Yes, we hope to.
That'll be neat.
We do.
That'll be
We've got
neat.
somebody lined up.
Now, I
to
just
do-
want to see Rob Jones is going to be the bride.
Yes, and you know, it was
Does
kind
he have good taste in dresses?
Well, he has this nice looking wedding gown that I bought for him. And the day, I have to tell you, the day that
I would like to know what
decided-
size wedding dress Rob Jones
Well, I think it's a 22
okay.
woman size.
Okay.
And the day that he was able to try it on, I went to his office and he wasn't there.
Uh-huh.
And they said, oh, he's over at the federal building where they're working. And said he's going to see the sheriff. I said, oh, I need to see the sheriff too.
So you just made a trip.
I got over there and I said, Rob, I've come to let you try on your dress. And he said, well, now what's the sheriff going to be wearing, you know? And I said, well, I've got him lined up. He said, let me call him. So he called out real loud, come here, you know. I said, we'll do this. So I put the dress up to Donnie Craig first, and his eyes blared, you know, and he thought, oh my goodness. He said, he didn't want to do that. So anyway, that was the day that they had brought the guest from the jail over there to work.
Uh-huh.
And so the workers were all there in their striped
I bet they love this.
outfit, and you should have seen their faces. They really enjoyed seeing Rob put on the gown in front of all of them. So it was, I said it was a shame we didn't have
So they got a
cameras up
preview
there.
for
They
free?
got a preview.
Wow. Well, ladies, this is going to be so much fun. And thank you so much for sharing this with us. And again, to get your tickets, call 770-893-2673. Now, I want to share some photos with you. And I did this thing based on something that happened up in Mount Airy, North Carolina. A colored church was selling the weirdest thing you ever heard of, but it is a collard green sandwich. Well, I'm going to tell you something, it's to die for. It's cornbread, collard greens in the middle, 2 big old slabs of fat back, and I found out that the best way to do this is to run by Annie's on Monday and get all the ingredients and put it together yourself. You don't have to cook, because last night at my house, I cooked my first ever real fresh turnip greens. The house stunk. The house stunk. So I've decided if you do collard greens, ladies, it's better to do it and let somebody else do the cooking for you. But everybody, I put it on Facebook and everybody's like, yummy, yummy. Then one lady went, yuck. But if you like collard greens, I want you to try this. It's cornbread, slice it, put your collards in the middle, put your 2 big old pieces of fat back on it, put that, and boy, that is some good eating. So I hope we have some pictures of that. But we also went up to Mount Airy and we talked about the trip we took, and we're going to show you some more footage of Jerry Rushing. He was a super, super nice guy. Loved getting to know him, and he was wild and crazy, and yes, the Dukes of Hazzard is his life story. But today he ministers through going to jails and doing a ministry, and he is just the most awesome guy, and we're going to share some of that. So Jesse, have we pulled up any of those pictures? Have we got them where you can show them? Okay, go ahead and pull up whatever you can. Okay, that's the collard green sandwich, and I'm going to tell y'all something. That's some good eating. Now, this is Mount Airy, North Carolina, and this is, we didn't realize when we arrived there, 250,000 people got there before us, so downtown was like wild and crazy. It was nutty. But I suggest a trip. I don't suggest it on a day. That's the map that gives you all the different locations in Mount Airy to visit, and there are so many places to go and so many places to visit. But I don't suggest it on one of the crowded weekends. Go on a cool, calm, collected weekend when there's not a whole lot going on, because it's a tiny town, and I think that is out the window, the motorhome possibly. Yeah, and there's the Mayberry Courthouse. It's just a great, great trip, and y'all have got to plan this trip. Barney has his little Walk of Fame star. You know, everybody has their stuff in there. But it's just a fun, fun place to go, and a lot of interesting things to do. It's kind of a laid-back little town, a little bit like, I would say, between Blue Ridge and Canton, because it's a little bit bigger than Blue Ridge, but it is the neatest place. And there's Ralph sitting at Andy's desk, and that was, it's just a fun time. There's Gail in jail. Can y'all imagine Gail Ray in jail? No, you cannot. But we just had a great time. And I want y'all to plan a trip up there. You know, it's about 6 hours, and you can't do a fast trip, but you could leave lunchtime about Friday and go up. And don't you love that sink? That's Otis's in his cell. Now, that's an old sink. And we just had a blast. And I want y'all to just plan this little trip. But on your way, and if you decide to go during the week, stop Monday at Annie's and let them fix you a collard green sandwich. Because it sounds very weird, but buddy, was it good. It was just good. Now, that's an old record player that Andy might have played records on. And if you haven't been to Mount Airy, it's a beautiful, beautiful little town, but not as pretty as the leaves were here. When we got back to Georgia, I realized that we really do have it all going on here. It is so beautiful and just an amazing place to be, and we're so lucky that we live in these great communities. But if you get a chance and you want to go to the mountains, Mount Airy is a great place to visit, and it's about a 6-hour drive any way you look at it. And you can either go across 40, which is like beat you to death, or you can go 85. There's just several different ways to go. But I loved the idea of seeing something different, so we came back a different way than we went, and that's kind of the Brackett routine. He does that. He likes to go different ways. So. But we had a great time, and that's at the Andy Griffith Museum. And if you go to Mayberry, you need to make a trip there, because this collection belongs to one gentleman, and he has. It's just amazing to see all the things from the Andy Griffith sets and the shows and Matlock, and they have even his chair that he sat in on Matlock. They have the suit that he wore, so it's really interesting, and it's a trip that everybody. And there we are back to my Lord, that was good. Now y'all, that was some good stuff, and she's got the best fatback in the world. I'm telling you, I don't know where she gets it, what she does to it, but it is to die for. So there you go. There you go. Now, I planned your trip. I planned your vacation. That's what, Jessie told me that last time. If you put a pecan in your collards when you're cooking, a whole pecan, did you know that?
No.
That it won't smell. And I wish I'd remembered that last night, because honestly, y'all, I've cooked all my life, and I love cooking, and I've eaten a ton. I bet I've eaten a whole ton of collard greens. But last night was the first time I cooked homemade, washed them, cut them, chopped them, cooked them.
That's unreal.
Filled them full of bacon, grease, and salt, and they're probably not real good for you, but they sure did taste good. It's time to say something we don't say. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for being here. It's time to say, we don't say goodbye, but we will say stay tuned right now to my friend Rich Scott. He's got some bargains on Trading Time, and he is a busy, busy boy. Check it out. From North Georgia now today, I'm Cherie, and I've got one birthday I'm going to get in. Mary Dalton called in by her sister Loretta from Ducktown. Happy, happy birthday to you, Mary Dalton, on October 20th. We will see you again tomorrow, as always, only on ETC3. Tomorrow is Inspirational Friday. My gosh, this week has flown by. See you in the morning, 6 o'clock tonight. You be here and we'll be here too, only on ETC3.
Down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Come on, brothers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray,